All right, welcome back from the break, everyone. Now we're going to chat about what is the best versus the worst swimming event. Now, look, we're going to do this in terms of sprint versus distance, relays versus individuals, and open water versus pool. Okay, look, I'd rather a sprint versus distance. That's only because I'm a sprinter, but I would much rather do a 55 than a 200 fly, 50 breast or 100 breast than a 200 breast. Look, I can say that 100 for each stroke is okay, except for backstroke. 100 butterflies all right because I'm a butterfly, but look, I much prefer 50s. 50s are much more competitive, to be honest. They're much more hard to medal and go further in. Like, for example, at state, it's very hard to, like, for example, if you mess up one tiny thing, that can be the difference between adding 0.50 and minusing 0.50 or 0.3, or anywhere in between that. But it's very rare to like PB a second. It's easy to add though. But yeah, like that could be the difference between first place and like 64th place, for example. The margins between, like, for example, like first and 64th would be very, very tiny. That's the one thing I do not like about 50s. That's why I prefer to swim hundreds. It's much easier to do well in hundreds. And for example, even 400 IM is actually a pretty good event, to be completely honest. Not many people do it. And if you're good at it, you can go very far in it. But yeah, let's go relays versus individual. I much prefer relays because, for example, I find that there's a lot more pressure doing an individual race because it's just you. It's a bit lonely. When you're in a relay, you're in a team environment. You got what do you call it? Teammates. And yeah, I find that a lot more fun. It's a bit of it's not too serious. 4x50s, I don't do those at the Olympics. I don't know if they do them at the World Championships. I should know this. But yeah, it's sort of a novelty event, to be completely honest. Even the 10x50 is also a great one. Usually at the end of the meet, I think it was on the last day of state as well, they did it 10x50. That was a great one. I didn't do it, but I did watch, and it looked like great fun. I've done a few 10x50s before, and it's always great I feel bad for the team managers having to try and find 10 different people, boys and girls, for the mixed as well. But yeah, look, 10x50 is great. I much prefer a relay. Open water versus pool. I think this one's obvious. Pool 100% all the way. Open water, I'm sorry, but it is so bad. I've never done open water, and I never would want to do open water. It seems grueling. It seems tiring. Swimming that long in I know out at Penrith they have the open water centre. It seems so dirty and filthy. I would never ever want to do that. But hey, let us know your opinion. You can add us on Instagram at BizByTheWater. DM us. Let us know what you think, or you can text the text line 0424257028. And this is Biz by the Water, chatting about best versus worst swimming events. I think that I have some strong opinions, and I hope a lot of different people would agree with me. But hey, look, if you disagree with me, you can let me know. Add us, message us, and you can listen to Biz by the Water wherever you get your podcast. Listen to the full episode that I put out earlier this week.